ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking back hits. Subscribe.
Liking that, looks really nice. Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the 2018 Venom Waves Monster Venom Build-A-Figure. If you're trying to pick up the set, you can do so at
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
So finally, we've gotten to this Build-A-Figure, and I'm very excited for it. It already looks really cool. And what do you think of my BAF art, huh? Not bad BAF art, right? This is probably one of my favorite pieces. But anyway, enough self-praising. The head came with the Carnage figure. The torso pieces came with Spider-Ham. The right arm came with Scream. The left arm came with the Spider-Man Poison figure. The right leg came with Venom. And the left leg came with Typhoid Mary. So let's get to it and get this thing built. Will you take us away, Bumblebee? Alright, so you can see we got the hands on the toesies right there. Oh, and I ruined my BAF art, but I don't know. For some reason, I found that humorous. I don't know. Okay, so pretty interesting. I remember at first thinking, we're like, whoa, wait, what's going on here? You know, we saw this in the packaging, but we just go ahead and put these two together right here like so. And that ports in, so now we got a whole torso section. I don't like having a seam here, so I really want to try to get that as close tight as possible. And then we have the right leg right here and get that ported all together. Yeah, right, and then we have a right arm, port that right in, right there, and then we have a right arm. Was that a left arm over there? Did I just seriously get my rights and lefts confused again? Alright, getting this left leg ported right on there. And lastly, we have the head, and now we get the Monster Venom figure, all completely built and looking massive, as well as just absolutely stunning. I mean, this thing looks beautiful. I love how the plastic came out on this thing. As we clearly saw when I was putting it together, it's the plastic that has this beautiful glossy metallic shimmer that I think works very well for a Venom symbiote, and I think it just looks amazing. I love the white paint apps as well. I mean, that's the real only paint application we get on the figure aside from the head sculpt. So the paint apps look great. The sculpting looks amazing. This is totally worth a closer look. And if you guys want to jump in the Wayback Machine with me and remember that video I had posted when they had first released official images of this figure, I talked about how there's a discrepancy with the head sculpt and the likeness to the Mac Gargan Venom, because this looks like it's supposed to be the Mac Gargan Venom over anything else. And I did find images of a Monster Venom of the Mac Gargan Venom with the eyes like this. So it really depends on if you find the right artist. But a very distinct feature to the Mac Gargan Venom is the eyes, and this is not accurate, but this is not a huge complaint of mine, because I think looking at this Venom head sculpt alone, I think it is phenomenal. I love it. It is probably one of the best Venom head sculpts out there. I mean, that is just freaking incredible to me, man. That is just amazing. I really like it a lot. I'm just trying to drive that point home. I mean, even comparing it to another really good Venom head sculpt from Marvel Select, I mean, this one's pretty cool too, but I like this one more. I mean, this is just, I'm very pleased with that. No bendy wire in the tongue or anything like that. And if you wanted to swap this with the Venom figure that came in the wave, nope, it won't work. It just doesn't match. If you want to go ahead and paint little pupils in here or something like that, you could do that, but it's not sculpted in there. But I gotta say, man, the paint apps look really clean throughout on this. And I just love how the plastic looks. That whole metallic glossy effect that we're seeing here, and all the veins sculpted throughout on the figure, are just very impressive. Oh man, so looking at the very front, looking at the deck over here, I'm going to try to tilt the head up, and you can see all kinds of veins popping out. The paint looks pretty clean, however there are parts where it's a little fuzzy. You know, you can see the white paint get a little fuzzy here, but for the most part I think it looks pretty good. I'm not that upset with the little fuzzy bits here and there, you know. Mild imperfections, but for the most part, I'm impressed. Moving this back, you can see, yeah, the paint goes all the way through. Yeah, it won't bend back more than that. And looking at the very back of the figure, you can see we get some tendrils coming out right there. It's all soft and everything. Looking great. Love the sculpted detail. Looking all goopy. And it looks like the paint on the back of the figure actually came out a little bit cleaner than it did on the front. And then moving this forward, you can see the paint's going through. A little splotch right there. May have to try to pick that off at some point. The arms look great. Man, the veins and everything right here. Oh, man, that is just incredible. I love it, even in the joints right here and everything, too. I'm not seeing any crazy marbling either. I don't know, it might be there. but I'm just not seeing it at the moment. On this side, we have another tendril. Wow, I'm impressed. I'm just floored with this thing. They did such a great job on this figure. This is probably one of the best Venom figures out there in existence. And we get the Abomination, or not the Abomination, but the Ultimate Green Goblin toes, right? It looks like the Ultimate Green Goblin toes. Nice and pointy toes right here. We'll verify whether or not these are Ultimate Green Goblin toes, and no, they are not. And the calves look all meaty and veiny and everything too. Can't forget to look at those calves, and the Venom butt, of course. And it's not just the aesthetics that please me with this figure, it's the articulation as well. So we get a really good hinge joint right there for the neck. He can look all the way up. That is fantastic. You can get him looking all the way down. No jaw articulation, but I like how this looks. I really love that head sculpt. You get side-to-side motion over here, and you can pivot a little bit, so you can get the head turning just a little in that direction, but not a whole lot. Shoulders move outward that far. They move down. You can rotate 360, bicep swivel, single jointed elbows, and then both wrists turn side to side and hinge up and down. Good ab crunch forward, doesn't bend back at all. That's okay, he's so huge and massive, I prefer that he's able to bend forward. You get a good waist swivel right here, and then the hip joints move all the way outward, and you can get him kicking forward that much, and back just a little bit. Upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, and then we get a lower calf rotation right above the ankle right here. Then the ankles move down, you can move them up, and he has a beautiful ankle pivot. Now to measure out this Monster Venom figure, you can see that he's standing at about 8 inches tall. Now here's the Monster Venom Build-A-Figure compared to a couple other Build-A-Figures. We have the Spider Mech Build-A-Figure, and then we have the Ultimate Green Goblin figure. And even though this Ultimate Green Goblin does stand taller, I feel like this one does look a little bit more massive, or at least more bulky anyway. And then to compare this Monster Venom Build-A-Figure next to a couple other Build-A-Figures, we have the Apocalypse Build-A-Figure and the Venom Space Knight Build-A-Figure. And I am surprised to see this Apocalypse figure standing taller than the Monster Venom. I really thought he was going to be bigger, and I'm also surprised to see these two standing at about the same height. And then comparing this Monster Venom next to a couple other very popular Venom figures, we have the Amazing Spider-Man series Venom, and then we have the Marvel Legends Sinister 6-pack Venom. Thank you so much, Danielle. I have still not done a throwback review on this figure. I need to do that, and it has been a year now. I feel so bad. Hopefully that video is coming in the near future, but out of these three, I want you guys to let me know which one is your favorite. And then for your Mac Gargan Venom comparison, we have the Monster Venom Build-A-Figure next to the Mac Gargan figure. Now, he has had the regular symbiote logo or Venom logo right there, and he's gone to this logo. There's two versions of this figure. There's one where he does have this logo right here. I don't have that particular figure, but you can see that we do get the Mac Gargan eyes right over there, where this one doesn't. I have not been able to pop the head off this figure to see if I could do a head swap over here. And these two head sculpts look like they would almost be the same size, but yeah, I don't think you can swap these out and have a perfect match over there. Ooh, and can you smell it coming? Do you smell it coming? It's almost here. Venom party! Oh wait, not yet. We still have one more Venom. And then here's the Monster Venom figure next to all the other figures from this wave. We have this Poison Spider-Man, Scream, Carnage, Venom, Spider-Ham, and then we have Typhoid Mary over there. And coming up with this ranking for this wave was actually not that difficult. I'm gonna go ahead and start at the very bottom. I am most disappointed with this Venom figure right here. Sorry, if you love that figure, I'm sorry to disappoint you that I don't feel the same way, but that's the biggest disappointment for me. I don't like the Eddie Brock head sculpt. I think it just came out looking way too big. The paint apps aren't consistent on the figure. I feel like the only plus side to that figure is that we get the little tendril accessory right there, which is very cool, but not enough for that figure to win me over. Next, I'm giving it to the Spider-Ham, because at least I have a new character to add to my Spider-Verse shelf, so that's cool to have him, but I don't know if I'm going to actually put that Venom on display. And then next, I am giving it to the Poison figure, which is a cool figure. You know, I don't like the parts that were reused on it. I feel like it didn't really match the model of the character, and I don't know, it was pretty short-lived, so yeah, he just doesn't get a very high rank on this list. And then next, I'm giving it to Typhoid Mary. I really like that Typhoid Mary figure a lot. Very impressed by it. It was a figure I wasn't really looking forward to that much, but man, now I just really like it. And then next, it goes to Scream. A figure that is gonna just fit perfectly to the collection. A very well welcomed addition, so I'm very stoked to have the Scream, and I'm stoked that she's gonna help me finish off my Sinister Syndicate team. And then second from the top, I am giving it to the new Carnage figure. I like what they've done with this figure. We do get new paint apps, we get new accessories, we get the new head sculpt. I am stoked off that Carnage. I really like it a lot. It came close to winning that #1 spot, but I am definitely giving the #1 spot to the Monster Venom. Even though he's not as monstrous as he looked in some of the pictures that I showed earlier on, this is still just an unbelievable Venom figure. Could possibly be the best Venom figure ever. I mean, imagine repainting this to the Eddie Brock colors. You get this really massive Eddie Brock Venom. Venom can change size, so it makes sense, man. I'm just very, very thrilled with that figure. Okay, now, Venom Party! And then here's a Monster Venom Build-A-Figure. Next to your average 6-inch scale figure, we have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Hey man, looks like you've been spending time at the gym. Looking pretty good. Yeah. Hey, not into dudes. Sorry. It's just a compliment, man. I'd like to thank you guys once again for watching my video. I really do appreciate it when you watch the videos, especially when you watch from the beginning to the end. It really does help out this YouTube channel quite a bit. As well as when you hit that like button, leave your comments down below, and please hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. So I obviously like this figure. You've heard me sing the praises over and over again. I have complaints though. I mean, I guess the inaccuracy with the head sculpt is my biggest complaint. A little gappage at the seam on the top by the shoulders, you know, that's another little thing right there. And I mentioned some fuzzy parts with the paint apps, but I really think those are all relatively minor to how awesome I really think this figure is. It's just a beast of a figure. I feel like this Mafex stand is about to break any second. It is a bit too heavy for it. So yeah, but I can get him into dynamic poses. It just really makes me very, very happy, and I'm giving it a SUD rating of... And again, I'd like to know what you think, so please leave your comment down below. If you'd like to see a photo gallery of images, please check out the Marvelous News and the ShartimusPrime.net. And you can follow me on the social media at the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. And remember, I'll be at San Diego Comic-Con this week. I'm probably going to cut down on the stop motion for the next few videos because I have a lot to try to review in a very short amount of time, so I have videos still going up while I'm away. So please stay tuned to the channel. I don't know exactly what's getting posted to the channel. We'll find out, but stay tuned, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
I'm gonna play with my toys today. Well, I don't care what my people say. I'm gonna play with my toys today. Can't have one, I gotta get them all. Time to make a trip to the local mall. Oh yeah!
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face, I said my shot, your face, I said my shot,